Good morning, students. I welcome you all for the online classes of ISL Engineering College, Department of Triple. Myself, Sandeep Shilvan. I'll be handling control system subjects to you people. Okay. So, before studying control systems, let us understand what is control system, why we require control system, and where we require control system. Okay. So, before getting deep into the subject or before getting started actual subject, you should have the knowledge of some important terms that we'll discuss later. So, before that, what is control system? Okay. Before studying any subject, we should be familiar with three things: what, when, and where. Okay. So these three things are very essential to understand any subject. Okay. Once you understand these three, then things becomes very easy to understand further. Okay. First we have to familiar with these three. Then we'll get the clear idea about the subject. Oh, this subject is like this. So this is we are using there. This is about this. So then things becomes easy. You will also get interest towards the subject. Okay. So what is control system? Now you all see in recent years, control system has played very vital role in the field of engineering as well as science. Let me explain it. Every aspect of our day-to-day activities, daily routine activities are affected by some means of control system. One or the other will be affected by control systems. Everywhere we are using the control system. In our day-to-day activities, by knowingly, unknowingly, we are bonded by or we are attached to the control system. For example, you can take an example of fan, ceiling fan. What is a fan? Is what it is system. So you are controlling the speed of that fan using the regulator. So you are controlling the fan. Fan is a system. You are controlling the fan using the regulator. This is also control system. So this is an example of control system. You switch on, fan starts rotating, control system. Okay. Then you can take mechanical. In the field of mechanical, automobile, you can take car. Car is moving with the speed of 100 km. Okay. So car is what? It is also control system. What is its output? Speed, moving here and there. It is also a type of control system. You can say medical. In the field of medical, you can take. You are maintaining. You are controlling the pressure. You are controlling the temperature. You are controlling the heart pulse rates of the human body to monitor the human body. So that is also one type of control system. Now you can take the educational institutions to run the education systems properly. You have one system that is governed by UGC. UGC is also one control system, University Grant Commission, that is controlling all the universities across the country. Okay, so everywhere in one or other aspect, we are affected by control systems in a huge manner. So this is what control system is. So this is general definition I am telling. Later on I will come to technical definition with respect to electrical. First, I am trying to explain you what is control system. So, okay, that later on I will come to the technical definition. Don't worry about that. What is control system? So, control system is nothing but basically what system. In the name itself, we have answer. Control system. System is what we all know. System is a combination of or interconnection of combination of number of components or elements connected together to perform a task, to perform a specific task. That is a different system. Okay. Interconnection of so interconnection of components. You can say interconnection of components connected together. Interconnection of components connected together to perform task. Okay, to perform a task. This is nothing but system. Now, control system is there. Control means you are controlling the things or you are controlling the system. To control this system, we will be using some techniques or some procedures, okay, or some devices Okay, to control this system, we are using some techniques, some devices, or some procedures. So that is nothing but control system. Complete technical definition I will give later on. Just giving you a general. Once you understand the general things, then only it is very easy to understand technical things. Okay, right? So to control the system, we are using some tools or some techniques. So that gives you the definition of control system. Now I come to the definition of control system. So control system is a system. Basically, it is a system. Control system is a system where we'll be controlling the output with respect to the input. Okay. To get we are controlling the output with the help of the input. For example, again I will take the example of ceiling fan. Fan, we have switched on the fan. We will switch on the button, fan starts rotating. Now assume that fan started rotating with full speed. Now you feel that I don't want this much of full speed. I am feeling cold, I want to reduce the speed. So rotating fan is rotating with full speed. So the speed of the fan is output. Okay. So speed of the fan is output, and now you want to control that output. So to control the output, again you have to use the input only. So at the input side, you will be having regulator. You will rotate the regulator. You will change the position of fifth position from fifth position to third position. The fan speed will reduce. So what you are doing there, you are controlling the output. Okay, this is all about control system with respect to electrical system. Now I am coming to the term electrical system. So control system is a system where number of components, number of electrical components are connected together to get the desired output. Okay, to get the desired means the output which we require, or the output which we require in accordance with our need, as per our need. So desired output I am telling. So fan is rotating with full speed. My desired output for some time is, hey, I want less speed. I want 100 RPM. Now it is rotating 1500 RPM. I want 100. Now what you will control that output using the input only. Okay. So this is all about control system. So control system is a system connected with the where number of components are connected together to perform specific task and whose output is controlled by the input. Okay. To control the output only we will be using so many techniques, so many tools, and so many devices, so many procedures will be there. So how to design the controller? How to design various parameters to control the output of any system. So those are we will going to study about in this subject. So this is what the overview or idea of the control system. Why we are what is control system? Now why we are studying this subject I already covered. To control the output of the systems or to get the desired output of the systems, we are studying the control systems. Everywhere we need to control the system. Now, for example, we can take car. Okay, car is moving with output of car is speed. It is moving with 100 km per hour. For example, you can take, and car is control system. Its output is speed. After some time, you want to control the speed. Now it is moving with 100 speed, 100 km per hour. You want to reduce the speed. What you will do? Again, we'll put the brake. I will remove the legs from the accelerator. So you are controlling the output again from the input only. But the input to the car? Input to the car is accelerator only. With the help of accelerator, you are getting the output. Output is speed. You are putting the accelerator, you are getting the speed. Now you want to control the speed. Either you want to increase or decrease. Again, you have to use input only. So in this way, we will be controlling the outputs of any device to get the desired output. We have to make the changes in the inputs, and we have to design such a parameters that here to control the output we are designed accelerator is there, brake is there. So these are nothing but circuit elements only, or you can say that controllers. These are nothing but controllers only. So using so many methods, we will be designing the controllers in such a way that we get the desired output. So first we will be developing to make any control system. We will first what we will do, we will develop a model of that. Okay. Then we'll, after developing the model, we have to analyze that model, how it is performing under some conditions, under good conditions, under bad conditions. We'll be analyzing the developed model. So analyze part also will be there in this subject. Then finally, once we develop, then we'll analyze, then we'll design a model finally. Then that design model will come into market. Everyone, we all start using the controls. We all start using that system. So these three parts only we are going to study in this subject. So these three parts only is all about this control system course. Okay, we'll develop a model, how to develop a model, how to analyze them. Okay, while what are the different analyzing methods we use here? Then finally design. To design, what are the best steps to be taken to design perfect model? So all these, about all these three things only we will be studying in this subject. Point is the your course content is also about all these three things only. Okay, so keep it in our mind. Control system is a system where the output can be controlled by input, or to get the desired output, we make the changes in the input. Okay. Next, we covered what? We covered when. Then wait. This is initially only covered when. Everywhere you see control system. One or the other thing is control system only. In your home, you see so many control systems you are using. Washing machine, control system. Iron box, control system. Refrigerator, control system. Toast maker. Toaster will be there. Toast maker, that is also control system. Fan control system. Okay. Thing is, now the important thing is control system are two. One will be manual control system. One is automatic control system. Most of the things are automated control systems. Some of them are manual control systems. Manual control systems, you need human interference. You need human intervention there to get the desired outcome. Okay. If there is no human interference is needed, then everything is taken by system only. There is automatic control system. Everywhere we are using automatic control system only. Air conditioner. Best example is air conditioner. The air conditioner nowadays, automatic air conditioners have, it will automatically detect the room temperature. It will automatically sense the room temperature. According to that, it will adjust its temperature. Okay. For example, in the morning, in the early morning, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, room temperature will be very low. So what AC will do? It will automatically adjust its temperature according to the room temperature. It will set its temperature to, you can say, 28 degrees Celsius. In the afternoon, room temperature will become 40 degrees Celsius. In that case, AC what it will do? It will again adjust its temperature to 22 degrees Celsius automatically. So these are the automatic control systems. Here no man intervention is there. No man intervention is required here. Okay. Earlier there were old air conditioner using remote control fuel. Okay. Whenever you are feeling heat, using your remote control, you are changing the temperature settings and you are getting the desired output. Once again, I am telling you desired output. Control system is all about getting the desired output only. To get the desired output, we have to disturb the input. When you disturb the input, that input signal should be converted into desired output using the parameters, using the controllers, using the devices. So now the devices or controllers we are designing based on these three steps, and these three steps only we are going to study in this subject. Now clear why we are studying this subject, where we are using what is control system, why we are using, where we are using. Clear in the control system subject that why we are studying. Okay. Now next important thing is I want to tell you here to study the control system. Basically, to study anything, we should have some basic concepts to be clear. To understand anything, to understand any subject, we should have some basic points to know. Then only we will understand that. So similarly, to understand the control system or to study the control system, there are some prerequisites. Let's say there are some prerequisites of the subjects. Prerequisites means prerequisites. What are the prerequisites we should have? Prerequisites means the knowledge of the subject. To study this subject, we should have the knowledge of some other subjects. So those are the prerequisites. What are the subject knowledge we should have to study the control system? Means we should have knowledge of you might have studied all this in your previous semester. That is, it is in fifth semester. In fourth semester, you have studied all this. So once again, I am telling you to get a clear picture. Okay. So you should be thorough in mathematics concepts. Okay. You should be thorough in mathematical concepts. Mainly, you should know differential equations very well. Then you know integration. Okay. So these are some concepts you should be knowing thoroughly. Integration you should know. Then partial differentiation. Differentiation you will be having partial differentiation. Okay. Partial differentiation you should know. Then you should have the idea of algebra. You should have idea of algebra. You should know what is the points about algebra. Okay. In algebra again you will be getting partial fraction, you will be getting when two unknowns are given, when any one equation is given, how to find out the roots of that equation. Using partial fraction only you will be doing. So you should be knowing about partial fraction, you should have the idea of partial fraction. Then you should know important term I am telling you, Laplace transformation. Okay, this you already studied I think. So this is very important concept. The whole control system is dependent on Laplace transformation. So using Laplace transform only, will design, analyze, and develop the model, develop the control system model of any device. So Laplace transformation knowledge should be very essential. You should have the knowledge of this concept, this technique is very important. Okay. Then this in Laplace transformation. Again, you should be having the idea of some basic signals. There are types of signals, so many types of signals we have. So among them, you should have idea of what is unit step signal. You should be knowing what is unit step signal. Then you should know what is ramp signal. Just basic idea you should have about this signal. Okay, what is ramp signal? Then what is impulse signal? Impulse signal. So you should have the idea of these subjects, or you can say these topics. These are not the subjects, these are topics. Okay? So these are the prerequisites. These are the prerequisites with which we should know thoroughly to study the control system. I hope everybody have abundant knowledge about these subjects. These are already studied only. You already studied, then only you come to fifth semester. Okay. Apart from that, go through these topics once again for more idea, and parallelly we will be covering in the classes. Whatever the required things are there minimum. For example, Laplace transform. Laplace transform is a representation actually. So using this Laplace transform, we write the formulas, we write the mathematical formulas, or we design the mathematical model in the control system. So why we use Laplace transformation here means, so we have specifications, domain time specific, we have signals can be represented, or any system can be represented in two domains. One is time domain, another one is frequency domain. So here time domain to we need to convert the time domain specifications into frequency domain specification. So to convert that, we use Laplace transformation. So using Laplace transformation method, we convert the time domain parameters, or we convert the time domain quantities into the frequency domain quantities. Now understood why we require Laplace transformation? To convert the time domain specifications, the parameters, into frequency domain specifications, we use Laplace transformation. So in control system, everywhere we have to use frequency domain representations. So I will tell you what is time domain. Anything which is written in t, anything which is written in t terms, f of t, this is time domain specification. Then this will be your frequency domain specification. To convert this time domain into frequency domain, we use Laplace transformation. This is the purpose of using the Laplace transformation. How to do that? You are once again I will tell you. So f of t is the time domain, f of t is the frequency domain. How we are converting it using Laplace transformation? See, f of t is in time domain. Find the Laplace transform of f of t given. So what we have to do? So Laplace transform means n stands for Laplace transformation. So Laplace transformation of f of t. I want to find Laplace transform of this. So I have written this. So Laplace transform of this will be integration of e raised to minus sc into f of t into infinity infinity. So Laplace transform will be written like this. So this is the syntax of Laplace transform. Now this complete term will be writing as f of t. That is why Laplace transform of f of t will be f of x. So this is the method. In this way we will be converting the time domain specifications, time domain notations into frequency notation, and Laplace transform is supposed to convert time domain into frequency domain. So this is about Laplace transformation. Here you should have there are some formulas related to step, ramp, signal, and impulse signals and all. Those formulas only you need to remember. Okay. Only formulas we are taking into consideration in this subject. Not everything we are going to study one second here. Only formulas we require. So whatever things we require for our sentence, that only we are using. Only we will be requiring formulas when I start the first class. This is about introduction class only. I am just telling you what are the things we require. What is all about the syllabus. What are the different topics we will be studying here. That only I am talking here. Next class, I will be telling you what are those formulas and all. And I will be starting with the introduction part. Okay. So this is the introduction of control system. So you should know these signals. What is unit signal, what is ramp signal, what is impulse signal. See, unit signal, step signal means this is nothing but step signal. Okay. This is T. Step signal is represented with u of t. So this is u, and this is with respect to time. So what is the unit signal first? Unit signal means if t is equal to 0 or greater than 0, then only you can define the unit signal. If t is greater than 0 or equal to 0, then only you are getting unit signal. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. If it is greater than 0, then only you get a signal. That type of signal is called as unit signal. If it is less than 0, if t is less than 0, its value will be 0 only. Because see here, for less than 0, here it is negative point, positive point. For less than 0, we don't have any signal appearing. So, less than 0, its value will be 0. It is greater than 0, its value will be u of t. It means, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this? So u of t is a signal if it is greater than 0, then only it will exist. Otherwise, its value will be 0. Okay. U of t. This is time domain. Its frequency domain will be 1 by s. Okay. Only these things only you have to remember. Laplace transform of step signal is 1 by s. Similarly, ramp signal. Ramp signal means ramp signal is denoted with R of t. It is also same. It will be equal to R of t only when t is greater than 0. T is greater than 0, right? If it is less than 0, its value will be 0 only. If it is greater than 0, then only R of t exists. Okay? Right? So its ramp signals frequency domain is 1 by s square. This you should Remember, this is the frequency response of step signal. This is the frequency response of ramp signal. One more signal you have impulse signal, right? Impulse. Impulse signal is represented with del of t. Impulse signal is represented with del of t. It is represented like this. This is represented like this. Okay. Only when it is equal to 0, then only ramp signal exists. Whatever the input you are giving, for example, if your input is t is equal to 0, its output also becomes same. That is why it is called as impulse signal. Impulse input becomes impulse output. That is why it is called as impulse signal. It is represented with del of t, and it is represented with 1 divided by e raised to minus s. Its frequency response is e raised to minus s. Impulse signal frequency response is e raised to minus s. So these are the different formulas you should remember. These are the prerequisites you should remember. So in the next class, we will be studying what are the different topics we are going to study in the control system. In the next from next class onwards, we will start the syllabus directly. In next class, I will cover what are the different topics we are going to cover in the control system. Then what is control system types are there, what is actual electrical definition, and tell you what is control system. Then what are the types of control systems, what are the different components of control systems we use. Okay, there are types of control systems are there, what is open loop, what is closed loop. Okay, so those all we'll study next class. And before signing off, one more important thing I have to tell you here. There one so many control systems are there. Okay. Control system is a very broad subject. It's lot of classifications are there in control system. So linear control system is there, linear, non-linear. Okay, linear, non-linear. You already know these terms. You are already familiar with what is linear. If any changes are there in input, same will be going to affect in the output. Any change in the input will be going to affect the output. So that is represented with this is linear signal. Change anything on y-axis, x-axis also changes. For example, it is time, or you can say it is current, or you can say it is voltage. If you change the voltage, corresponding current also gets changed. So this is linear. If it is not changing, means if it is like this, then it is non-linear, right? It is non-linear. So this is linear, non-linear. Then next we have time variant and time invariant, then time invariant control systems. Time invariant control system means if the system is changing with respect to as time changes, system output is also changing, that is what is time variant. If system output is constant irrespective of the time, that is time invariant. If time is not changing with respect, time is changing with respect to that, if output is not changing, that is time invariant system. I will take some beautiful examples for time variant and time invariant so that you can understand it very easily. Again, I will take basic examples only because the more the basic concepts, the more the idea or the more the clarity of the concept you will get. Again, ceiling fan only. See, today you switch on the fan. After switch on the fan, what happens? Fan starts rotating with full speed. Morning 10 o'clock you switch on the fan. Then you switch it off. Again you come next day, again at the same time switch on the fan. Again you will get the same output. After 1 week also you come and switch on the fan. Again you will get the same output. Okay. So what is happening? Time is changing, but output is not changing. Speed of the fan is not changing. Okay. So this is time invariant system. So fan is time invariant system, right? Time invariant. As time changes, output also changes. So that is time variant. For example, you can take the example of space related equipment. rocket you can take, okay, rocket or spaceship you can take. On the earth, its performance or its characteristics will be different, or its behavior will be different. When it reaches the other planet, its mass will get changed. Again, it will behave different in different way according to the system, mass system, according to the planet system, according to the climate system of that planet. Okay, so keeping all those aspects in mind, we will design the rackets using different controllers. So those are our time variant systems. Okay, racket, space related any equipment, satellites. Those all are time variant systems because they have to change their behavior as time changes. Right. So those are our time variant systems. Then next you can say SISO, then MIMO systems are there. SISO, single input, single output system. Means you have one system, you will be giving one input, you will be taking one output. This is the output, this is the input. So this is single SISO type system, control system. Single input will be giving, single output will be taking. Right? Fan only, switch input, rotating of the fan output. Okay, single input, single output. Then comes MIMO means multiple input, multiple outputs. We'll be having number of inputs and you'll be getting number of outputs. For example, telecommunication system. In telecommunication systems we use MIMO types only. Okay. 4G technology is there. Multiple number of users are there. They are outputs only. Okay. So MIMO systems we use there where we require multiple outputs and we use multiple inputs. So there we use LAN, network related or network related, networking related, telecommunication related. All equipments are MIMO systems, right? Multiple input, multiple outputs. Then we have continuous systems and discrete systems. Continuous and discrete. Continuous control systems, discrete control systems. Continuous control systems and discrete control systems. Okay. So these are the different types of control systems we have. With this, I will be concluding today's session. I hope you guys have followed these concepts very well. Okay. After watching the video, if you have any doubts regarding the concepts which are not clear, kindly give your feedback in the comment section. Okay. So here I will be signing off. We will meet in the next class.